Hey guys, I'm making a quick video to show you guys how to make a new free Apple ID when setting up a brand new iOS device. I've already gone through some of the initial setup. I'm just picking it up at a point here in the setup, probably right around the middle. So I'm going to set this up as a new iPad, and right here, Apple ID. This is where I wanted to show you guys how to create a free Apple ID. Now, in order to do a free Apple ID on an iOS device, you must do so when first setting up the iOS device. I'm going to go ahead and just put my birthday. Oops, wrong way. Okay, just going through the setups. Now what I'm doing is I made a fake or a test email account because you must have a valid email account when you create this. So I'm going to use my current email address. Now this is where you would enter in obviously your email address. But as you can see, we created a test account just for this. I'm going to make a username and password. And then we're just going to type the same thing and confirm it. Now, you must have access to your email on another device because you're going to get an email from Apple to verify that this was you who set this up. Okay, first though, we're going to go through the security questions. I'm just going to put some answers here. My dream job. Okay. You can obviously pick your questions. I'm just going with the quick first ones here. Rescue email, important. I highly suggest doing this. What this is, if you ever forget your Apple ID password or you forget your Apple ID actual ID, the email account you used, you will get an email to the rescue account asking you to unlock the account. Very important. If you don't do this, there's no way to send the email or nowhere to send it to. I suggest highly doing this. Okay, I'm going to turn off email updates. I don't want to receive any more email. I already get enough. Okay, I'm going to hit next, agree to the terms. Okay, it's going to tell me it might take a few minutes to create my new Apple ID. Now, while this is going, I would be in front of another computer logging into your email account that you associated with this Apple ID. Get ready because you're going to get an email from Apple after we get through one or two more steps. Okay, iCloud. Use iCloud, don't use iCloud. I'm going to use it just because I would like to back my stuff up. Find my iPad. This is very important. In case you lose the iPad, you can always go to www.icloud.com, log in with your Apple ID and password, and locate your devices only if Find My iPad is turned on. If it's not, you cannot use the geo-tracking built in to the Apple operating system. Okay, I'm going to hit next. Okay, upgrade to iCloud Drive. I'm just going to hit Not Now. That's a feature that's compatible with iOS 8 and OS X Yosemite. I'm not worried about that right now. Okay, now updating iCloud settings. This part could take a minute. Actually, that was pretty quick. Sometimes it might take a minute or two, because depending on if you upgraded to Google iCloud Drive or not. I'm not going to add a passcode. I'm just going to hit continue. Use Siri. Why not? It's up to you. And diagnostics, I prefer not to send any device crash information to Apple. That's just me. Get started. Okay, so now I have an Apple ID. While I'm speaking to you guys, I am logged into my email on another computer, and I am going to just verify that Apple ID. I have the email. It was sent to me. It was sent to that Your Name at Bayshore Schools account. And I'm going to go ahead and just do that verification. While that's going on, I'm also going to go over to the App Store, and I'm going to sign in using that Apple ID, and we're going to download an app. Okay. Now, the first time you create this Apple ID, it's just going to take a minute or two. It's programming all your settings in. The typing you hear is me in the back end logging in and validating or verifying that Apple ID. Okay, I've done so there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and download an app. We'll do the Edmodo app. Why not? Okay. Now it's telling me to add your name at bayshawschools.org for iMessage and FaceTime because that is the Apple ID I've created, and this is a brand new iOS device. I'm just going to hit no for now because I don't want to use iMessage or FaceTime on here. You guys probably do, so you're probably going to want to go ahead and hit yes. Now I'm going to go ahead to the Edmodo app and hit get and install. It's going to ask me now for an Apple ID. This is where it's going to tell me to use an existing, create a new. We're going to do use an existing because we just created one. And this is the your name, Sure Schools. Now, if you haven't logged into your email and accepted the email from Apple and done the verify, this will not work for you. So you must go into your email and follow the steps that Apple just sent to you when you created the new Apple ID. Okay, first time I'm logging into the Apple Store, it's telling me I have not yet agreed to the terms, so I have to review the terms. You'll get this the first time you use a brand new Apple ID. Just confirm that you're United States. You're going to have to agree to the terms of service and confirm it. You're going to have to fill out a little bit more information. You'll see my billing information is none. If you try to do this, create an Apple ID on an iOS device that has already been set up for the first time, you will not have the option to create a free ID. Okay, so you have to fill in some information here. I'm just going to use the address of the school. Again, I'm being a little cavalier with this. You guys are going to want to take your time, fill it out properly with the capitals and all the correct information and spacing. I'm planning on deleting this account right away, so it's not really a big deal. Okay, when you're done, hit next. Okay, your Apple ID has been successfully created. Okay, sign into the iTunes Store. That's because I tried to download that application. And now we can install apps. If you have a free Apple ID and you try to download a paid app, at that time you'll be prompted for payment information. It will ask you to go ahead and enter in a credit card. You'll have to do so in order to download any paid apps. Okay, we're just going to wait for that one app to finish downloading. And basically that has been a tutorial on how to create a free Apple ID when on a new iOS device being set up for the first time. Okay, and as you can see, just one more step under settings. I just wanted to show you guys now. You'll see in the iTunes and App Store, I am now logged in with my Apple ID. If you want somebody to log in each time that they make a purchase in the App Store, after you're done downloading an app for the first time, you can come in here to settings, iTunes and App Store, tap on your Apple ID on the right hand side, and you can sign out. Now they'll be required to type that information in each time you download an app.